We're going to open up this picture, and this is a photograph of this guy named Sean Stussy. He's kind of the guy behind, or not, he is the guy behind the clothing brand Stussy. And let's say he or client like the picture for editorial reasons. They want to have copy on the right, car gone. Lots of ways we can do this. L key for lasso, and I'm just going to go ahead and after I hit the L key, trace around the car. When you're working with this, you want to give yourself some breathing room. If it's too close, shift key, and then get to that edge, and shift and kind of lasso that one up. Yeehaw! It's the one tool that should have a built-in sound effect because it's lasso. And again, I think I'm a little too close up here, so I'm going to go ahead and make a bigger selection. When you're making selections, if you were to just select the car and needed to expand it, which is really helpful with what we're going to do content-aware fill, you can go to Select, Modify, and expand. So if ever you need to do that, just like everything out 5 pixels, you can choose that value here. A great way to make that work better. If we're on the background, we can just hit Delete or Backspace and choose Content Aware, color adaptation turned on. And it just will depend if we get lucky. I got kind of lucky and it brought everything over, but the step, if we ever, like see how it pulled in the step? You guys see that little part right there? I know it's small. If we ever find that it doesn't work, you can always either undo it or just keep doing it on top of it. So I can just keep hitting delete or backspace and keep going, and it's going to keep trying. See how it's getting that step sometimes it isn't. And the other thing that you can do with this is you can do it again on the area that you've done. So just do multiple selections. And the last little tip with this, I'm just going to undo everything, is if you find that it's pulling in content that you don't want it to pull in, make a selection of the content you do want it to work with, marquee tool, copy it to a new layer, and then I'm going to redo my lasso idea. We'll see how Photoshop does with this. And now that I'm on a new layer, delete won't access content-aware fill. Now I have to go to Edit and choose Fill, or the shortcut listed there. Use content-aware. Same kind of settings and whatnot. And you can see in this case, like that's actually pretty good. I don't have a ton of work. I can work on this little thing over here in order to get that out. I'm just going to do a few more. You could also see I could clone and heal. And I don't want to get into all that, but did you see how that really helped us get to a better spot with where we are so that now we have a job that would have been really difficult pretty quick. So content-aware fill, large areas, the trick I think a lot of people overlook is to limit what it has access to, and to limit it by just going to that new layer. And if you can do that, you can save yourself. Otherwise, I didn't like dealing with the step, and I'm like, where his arm comes in. I don't know if you've ever seen that happen. I mean, it's crazy. All right, let's go back to Lightroom. In Lightroom, I want to do one thing in regards to dust on a sensor. And in this case, we're going to go to our tool, which is Spot Removal Tool. Q key for that. The A key to turn on the Visualize Spots. I had a lot of dust on my sensor. We can see where that's located. And once that's visible, going in with a high opacity and just looking to take that out. And the reason I want to highlight this is occasionally you'll have issues which are consistent across multiple pictures. And the challenge with that, of course, is there a way to do it on one image and then be able to apply that to another? There's probably a few more, but I think I got them for the most part. A key again gets rid of that. I go to my next image. And when I get to the next image, the same issues are there. So if we turn on Visualize Spots, you can see those. These are birds, but the spots are over here, right? So a couple options. One option is to copy the settings, Shift-Command-C on a Mac, Shift-Control-C on Windows, check None, and then choose what we want to copy over. And what we're looking to copy over is our spot removal. So we choose that option, we hit Copy, go to that next image, Shift-Command-V for paste, and then it will bring those same settings onto the other image and clean up that area. All right, one more trick or tip with working with this tool, and that's with this image here. This is a reservoir in California that is now almost dry. It's so sad. But this image, I have a lot of my issues like these kind of things that I need to clean up and get rid of, but I also have this straight line. The way you can deal with straight lines is you click to set one point, hold down the Shift key, and then click. And what that will do is it will create a straight line of retouching. And so that can help out Otherwise, what tends to happen is you're drawing and it gets all squiggly and you get into other stuff you wish you hadn't. So that click, shift click for spot removal is golden. Lastly on this image, let's go down to the dock. I mentioned this before, but want to highlight it here, that if we have something like this cleat that we want to get rid of, let me go in really, really close here. I have this weird rainbow reflection there, or maybe we want to get rid of the cleat. If we click on that, it sampled an area. In this case, it did a really bad job, which is good for my demo. But, and what we can do is hit that / button. In this case, it's not giving me any luck, which is too bad. Often I'll give that demo. Well, there, it did it. It kind of it worked a little bit better, but it found the right spot, you know. And so the / key is huge when you're working with this tool. That's true whether you're just clicking on a spot or clicking and dragging, and it's trying to sample to find that area. A quick couple clicks of the / key sometimes can save the day. Other times, this one, it didn't quite do it for me. I lost my patience, so I'm going to go ahead and just move that to the new area.